Right, you'll hear me, yeah?
Coming on strong.
Okay, right, before I get into my individual thank yous, I wanted to thank you all collectively. You know, a lot of you have taken time out and travelled a long way, left your kids at home, and generally made a huge effort to be with us today, and honestly, it really does mean the world to us. Today's not just about Jamie and I, it's about celebrating having everyone that we love and care about so much under one roof for a whole day, and so far it's already surpassed our expectations. And we still have a whole evening to go, and a lot more booze, food and music to get through. Also, a special mention for those of you that have travelled a little bit further today. Some of you all the way from Australia. Vietnam. Jamaica. Marlo. £200 Uber at 4 AM. Right, I've got a lot of people to thank and I need to stay composed, so I better crack on. Firstly, Jeff, thank you for your kind words. I don't think I've seen you that emotional since Aurora's last minute winner against Ajax. But firstly, thank you for your blessing to marry Jamie. I think the last time I was this nervous was when I came round to talk to you about proposing. You know, your response with me straight away. The shots of that weird Italian brandy you made me drink also helped, but it's always been that way. You've always made me feel very at ease and welcome, and you know, you've welcomed me into your family with open arms from day one, and I'm genuinely so grateful. Jeff, when Jamie told you she met a recruiter from Essex called Fat Charlie, I wouldn't blame you for having reservations. Obviously, you know now only one of those things is true. You know, one thing I would say is that my attempts to impress my future father-in-law haven't always been plain sailing. A couple of occasions spring to mind. One's already been mentioned today, but there was the Hoffman family ski trip that I finally got invited to after I proposed to Jamie. So after 5 days of skiing with toddlers in a kids' enclosure called Honeyland, Jamie and her sisters convinced me that I was ready for the red runs. What followed was a torn rotator cuff, a walk down the mountain, and probably a world record in speed on a pair of skis. Sometimes at night I can still hear Paul shouting, "How the fuck did you just turn?" The other occasion involved Tottenham and Barcelona in the Champions League. A bout of food poisoning and a fairly traumatic tube journey home with Jeff. Put it this way, Tottenham couldn't get through 90 minutes without a last-minute messy finish. See the way this is going, right? I couldn't get through the tube journey home without a last-minute messy finish. I think Charles is a medical term. But no, in all seriousness, Jeff, you know, these events along with today highlight your incredible generosity. Today wouldn't be possible without you, and we're genuinely so grateful. You know, you're always there for sound advice and guidance, and again, thank you for making me feel welcome from day one. And that applies to all of the Hoffmans. And there's a lot more. That also brings me on to Mary Claire. From one MC to another. It's funny, when I proposed to Jamie, her first words weren't actually yes, they were, she just looked terrified and she said, "Have you asked my mum?" Luckily I had, but MC, you know, I can see a lot of traits that Jamie has inherited from you that have set her in good stead in life. You know, the competitiveness, the work ethic, the assertiveness. They say that if you want to see your wife in the future, just look at their mum, and there are no complaints here. Also, a big happy birthday for tomorrow, and you know, I'm sure inheriting me as a son-in-law is the perfect gift. So that brings me on to the Felvins. Now I've got a lot of toasts to do, so try and keep some champagne in your glass. I know for my family that's always a challenge. Firstly, I'd like to say that there are a few people close to our hearts that can't be with us tonight. one person in particular who would have been in his element today. He also didn't believe someone had actually agreed to marry me. It's partly down to him, the fact that I inherit a small amount of his personality, none of his intelligence, unfortunately, that I managed to bag Jamie. So I'd like to raise a glass to my dad.
Yeah.
Mum, you probably thought this day would never come, especially when I told you I was calling someone called Jamie. We all thought it. But honestly, Mum, you've always been so supportive of every big decision I've made in my life, and admittedly some of those decisions have been questionable. But it hasn't mattered as long as they've made me happy. You know, when I left university to become an international drum and bass MC, you were fully behind me. When I gave up my corporate 9 to 5 to go and travel the world, you didn't only support me, you actually came with me. You know, honestly, you're such a positive person, Mum, and that's definitely where I've inherited my glass half full attitude to life. Fantastic. I've also inherited wanting to keep my glass tops up, but I wouldn't have it. To my siblings, Matt, Paddy, Catherine. Firstly, you know, thank you so much for your input today, Catherine. Your amazing reading earlier, and Matt and Paddy for being quite literally the best man I could have asked for, and arranging the weirdest and the best actor on the show. Anyone heard of Gens? Also, thank you for gifting me with 7 amazing nieces and nephews who pretty much stole the show today as well. You know, I like to think there are many people that Jamie loves and adores more than me, but when it comes to her friends and her sisters, that's not the case. Which brings me on to the bridesmaids. You know, Jamie's been lucky enough to not have to make a speech today, but it also means she can't express how much it all means to her. But, you know, I see it every day firsthand, so I can. The fact that she's chosen a small army of you speaks volumes. And honestly, you've all gone above and beyond the call of duty today, and we are so, so grateful. I feel very fortunate to have a wife with such an amazing group of friends. A wife with such an amazing group of friends I also consider my own. So now I just need to remember all of your names. Lawrence, can you help me out? But no, seriously, thank you, Tara, Jodie, Alana, Hannah, Lucy, Justin, Rian, Charmaine, and of course Lammy. You look incredible today, and that includes you. So that brings me on to my groomsmen and my best men. So when it came to choosing my best men and groomsmen, it was a bit like choosing the perfect starting 11. You know, like the dream team. But it was the starting 8 in this case. I've got my 2 best men, my brothers, leading from the front, consistent, reliable, always give 110%. Got Jake and Dom, the showboaters, the poster boys of the team. Out on the wings. You've got Nick and Jim, the strong and reliable centre backs. Absolutely. You've got Karen on the bench. Use this in front of goal, but great in the changing room. And longest in the showers. And then last but not least, Sweeney, the talisman, the workhorse. He can go the full 90 minutes, extra time, penalties, another 90 minutes, extra time, and so on. Honestly, the only man I've ever known who doesn't need to eat or sleep and still perform at his best. I've cried twice in the past few years. Okay, one was seeing JB walk down the aisle today, and the other was seeing Sweeney walk into a bar in Ghent all the way from Australia. I think two trips from Australia in the space of 2 months deserves a round of applause. So, yeah. But honestly, boys, you know, I think it's quite rare to have a group of friends that go back as far as we do and remain as close as we are today, and that applies to all of my friends here. You know, I'm sure in 20 years we're all a bit fatter and a bit balder, if that's possible. That won't have changed. And that finally brings me on to the person that's put so much effort into today. You know, everything you see, from the place names, the pictures, the flowers, the confetti, and still manages to turn up looking completely unflustered and as beautiful as ever. But enough about me. In all seriousness, you know, I don't think many people can plan a wedding whilst holding down a demanding job, training to be a personal trainer, training for triathlons and marathons, and putting up with me in the meantime. For those of you that don't know how we met, I'll give you a quick breakdown. So, it's 2014. I'm in this horrible bar in London, and I know this girl with a face like thunder. We get introduced by a mutual friend. Within a minute, she's affectionately nicknamed me Fat Charlie, and she's added me on Facebook. That's still off the debate. So anyway, this was a daytime event, and that night I've actually got I've got a blind date planned, which I tell Jamie about. She strategically gets me so drunk, and by the time I turn up to this blind date, I'm staggering and I can barely talk. Needless to say, that didn't go very well. The feedback I got the next day was, sorry, she said, you're way too drunk and too short. That still hurts a little bit. But, you know, it didn't matter because I'd already met my future wife that day. So anyway, a few days later, and 6 months of Jamie telling everyone that I wasn't her boyfriend, we made it official, and since then I've had 6 of the happiest years of my life. No, it's interesting. Jamie and I are very different in a lot of ways. For a lot of my big flaws, she's the total opposite. You know, I can be a bit absent-minded from time to time. Where Jay, you know, she's very super sharp and she's on the ball. I can be very indecisive. Jay's very resolute and pretty much sure about everything. My ideal Sunday morning is a Netflix marathon. Jamie's is more of an ultra marathon. Even little things like Jay's not a bad mover. I've been banned from dancing at every wedding I've been to. but not this one. No, I really wanted to stay away from cliches, but it's difficult because every cliche applies when it comes to how I feel about Jamie. A little break. Good job. You know, I don't really have the time or the words to express the positive impact that you've had on my life. And I think everyone that knows me knows how real and how genuine that is. You know, when you came along, I was going through quite a long period of uncertainty about the future, careers, relationships. And when I say long, I mean about 29 years ago. You know, I soon went from that to being someone that was very certain about what I wanted from life. And spending the rest of it with you was top of my list. Thank you. You've been everything I could have asked for in a girlfriend, and I'm so happy and so proud to call you my wife. Well, finally, I'd like to say again thank you so much for celebrating with us today. And if you could all just join me in raising a glass to all of you and to my wife. Now, over to my best men, and don't believe a word they say.